The Five Orange Pips is a short story by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, featuring the famous detective Sherlock Holmes. First published in 1891, it's a classic example of Holmes's deductive prowess in solving a mysterious case. The story begins with Dr. John Watson, Sherlock Holmes's loyal friend and chronicler, narrating an unusual case to the reader. Holmes has just received a message from a young man named John Openshaw, who is seeking the detective's help. Openshaw's tale is a strange and troubling one. John Openshaw explains that his uncle, Elias Openshaw, recently died under mysterious circumstances. Elias had lived in the United States and had acquired considerable wealth in the southern state of Florida. However, his success was marred by the existence of a dark family legacy. A series of letters, each containing 5 orange pips, had caused the deaths of several Openshaw family members over the years. Elias Openshaw had returned to England with his nephew, John, after receiving one of these ominous letters. In fear for his life, he had sought refuge in a remote countryside estate in Sussex. However, just a few days after arriving, he was found dead in a small pond on the property. The coroner's report concluded that he had died of accidental drowning. John Openshaw is convinced that his uncle's death was no accident but murder, orchestrated by the same malevolent force behind the orange pips. Fearing for his own life, he has sought the help of Sherlock Holmes to get to the bottom of the mystery. Holmes listens carefully to John Openshaw's account and is intrigued by the strange case. He agrees to take it on and instructs Openshaw to provide all relevant documents, letters, and any other information that might shed light on the matter. The next day, Openshaw brings the requested materials to Holmes's Baker Street address. Holmes carefully reviews the letters and notes their postmarks. He also takes note of the distinctive watermark on the paper, which leads him to believe that they were sent from America. Holmes then sends a telegram to a correspondent in the United States, seeking information about the K. Holmes has deduced that this abbreviation in the letters is a reference to the Ku Klux Klan, a notorious and racist organization active in the American South. He believes that the Klan is involved in the threats against the Openshaw family. Holmes's correspondent in America promptly responds with alarming news. The Ku Klux Klan was indeed active in the region where Elias Openshaw had lived, and it was known for using the 5 orange pips as a warning sign to those it targeted. It was a grim symbol of death and revenge, often followed by acts of violence. Holmes instructs John Openshaw to prepare to leave for Sussex immediately. He believes that the young man's life is in danger, and that the enemy responsible for his uncle's death is also targeting him. Before Openshaw departs, Holmes urges him to remain cautious and follow any instructions he sends, as his life may depend on it. He uncovers that the uncle, a man of intellect and great courage, had defied the Klan's extortion and refused to be intimidated. Holmes then embarks on his own investigation, examining the details of the case and piecing together the mysterious events surrounding the death of Elias Openshaw. Holmes deduces that Elias Openshaw had been trying to escape his dark past and that his return to England was an attempt to distance himself from the Ku Klux Klan. However, he had underestimated the organization's reach, and they had tracked him down, leading to his untimely death. Holmes is concerned about the danger that John Openshaw faces, especially given that the young man is now staying in the same Sussex estate where his uncle met his tragic end. Holmes believes that the Klan is determined to eliminate any remaining family members, leaving John Openshaw as their prime target. Holmes sends a series of coded messages to Openshaw, instructing him to take certain precautions to protect himself. He also advises Openshaw to avoid making any sudden moves, to remain cautious, and to follow the trail of the documents sent by Holmes. Unfortunately, despite all the precautions and advice, Holmes's worst fears come true. John Openshaw is found dead in the same pond on the Sussex estate where his uncle perished. His death is ruled as accidental drowning, but Holmes is convinced it is a murder, and that the Ku Klux Klan is responsible. Holmes is left deeply troubled by his inability to prevent John Openshaw's death. He reflects on the dark and sinister power of the Ku Klux Klan and the malevolence that can stretch across continents. The story ends with Holmes acknowledging that the Klan's reach is a force to be reckoned with. In The 5 Orange Pips, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle crafts a tale of mystery, danger, and revenge that showcases Sherlock Holmes's deductive brilliance and the enduring power of a malevolent organization. The story delves into themes of justice, the past catching up with individuals, and the idea that some enemies are not easily defeated. Doyle's storytelling is characterized by its careful attention to detail and the use of cryptic symbols and codes to convey meaning. The story also highlights the vulnerability of individuals who find themselves targeted by powerful and dangerous adversaries. In conclusion, The 5 Orange Pips is a classic Sherlock Holmes adventure that exemplifies the detective's keen intellect and unwavering commitment to solving mysteries. It serves as a chilling reminder of the destructive reach of secret societies and the lengths to which they will go to exact revenge.